Hey there, my name is Starchip and welcome back to another Stacklands video. In this video I will show you how to make a cooked farm, an automated cooked farm. An automated cooked meat farm is what I mean. This will approximately make 2 meats every moon cycle because 1 meat will take 60 seconds to make and 1 cooked meat is worth 2 food points, as you can see right here. So first I will show you how this farm works and then I will show you what resources you will need, after which I will show you each recipe for each of these buildings. So let's do this. To start this farm you need to get 4 cows and then you should pause the game and put those cows onto the breeding pens. We have 2 of them because 1 breeding pen takes 120 seconds to make another cow, and that's useful because the butchery takes 60 seconds about slaughtering 1 animal, so you need 2 breeding pens because for every 120 seconds 1 cow gets made, but if you have 2 of them 1 cow will be made every 60 seconds. And the butchery takes of course 6 seconds to butcher 1 animal, so that is exactly right. You need 2 cranes for each breeding pen and 2 cranes to each breeding pen here, because there will be 6 cows on here. Once they are both done, 2 cows will be going to the breeding pen, 2 cows will be going to this breeding pen, and 2 cows will be going to this butchery, which resets the whole farm once again like it is right now. Except of course there is another cow here. Once 1 cow is butchered, the raw meat will go to this raw meat magnet, and from this magnet it will be put onto a stove, and there it will be made into a cooked meat, which will go to the cooked meat magnet. And of course, because you have cows, you will also be making some milk, so you need another milk magnet. Watch out because a lot of milk will be made, and of course a milk farm is just much easier than just a meat farm because this is very slow and milk is one of the best foods that you can have in the game. I also made a video about that, but that's just basically having a bunch of cows and then just having those put out milk, and milk is just real good. So this is the whole farm, and we will also be using this for the stew farm that we will be making in the future. But for now I'm going to show you the resources that I used right below me, and on the right side of me you can see the buildings that we need for this project. So the resources below me you need to make those buildings on the right of me. This is how you make a resource magnet, and we need actually 4 of these, and you make them by having a gold bar and a magic dust. We also need 2 breeding pens, and you make them by having an animal pen and 2 magic dust, and I will show you how to make an animal pen right now. This is how you make an animal pen, by having 2 planks, 2 wood, 1 iron bar. We of course also need a butchery, and you make it by having a raw meat, 2 planks, 1 iron bar, and a villager of course. We need like 7 cranes, and you make them by having an iron bar, a plank, and a stick, and a magic dust. And then of course you need a stove, and a stove you make by having a brick, an iron bar, and a flint. However, yeah, I'm checking, okay, a campfire is good enough too, because the campfire will take 60 seconds about cooking 1 meat, and that's exactly what you need for every meat. So you can just use a campfire instead of the stove. However, once you've come to the point where you can make this farm, you don't really care if you have a stove or a campfire, but you can use either of those. And a campfire you just make by having a stick and 1 flint. I guess if you want to have this farm as quickly as possible, you will use a campfire, so this is more optimal. We don't need the stove, goodbye. So when I showed you the resources, I showed you a campfire and not a stove, and that's why there was a campfire there, because it doesn't matter, and a campfire obviously costs less than a stove. And of course the cows are from the reap and sow packs, and you get 1 in every 4 packs. So if you don't have any cows before making this farm, you will need on average to buy 16 packs, and that's approximately like 160 coins. So that is a lot of money. I think by having this farm you will on average get 5 milk every 90 seconds. So you get like 7 or 8 milk every moon cycle, which is like 8 or 7 food points. So you actually get more milk than this farm than cooked meat in terms of value, the food value. So just if you want to have a lot of meat, this farm is for you, and otherwise don't bother and just make a milk farm of course. But it does look really cool and it does work, and once it is in progress it just looks awesome. Let's see it one more time, this. Yeah, this is amazing. And we will also be using this of course for the stew farm, because we need to have some raw meats for that farm as well. And then we will not be using this campfire, but probably a stove and having some potato thingamajingies. But that's of course for another video, and if you found this video useful, please leave behind a like or something, and I will see you in another one. Bye!